But we were talking about all the awkward things that are done, like falling in front of other people, clogging up a toilet. Chris Demm said that when he and West Coast Bob were on a road trip once, West Coast Bob clogged the toilet of the homeowner, and the three of them had to go off and buy a toilet. A plunger. West Coast Bob has texted him and said, "You SOB, you swore to me you'd never tell that story." Bob says he has no memory of it.
He said, "Here I am lying in bed, just listening to my best friend on the radio, get blasted."
That's right.
Man, remember when you jammed up that toilet? Good Lord.
He says he doesn't have any memory of it. Of course, hard to imagine you don't have any memory of that now. I remember those kinds of things. I remember my turd cutter that I had.
Who could forget?
That's awkward. That is awkward. To have that, my father hung it on the old oak tree right outside the door. Nothing grows there now. That oak tree had to be cut down.
It's a dead patch.
It's a dead patch there now. So there's one more, and that is, these are awkward things that people do. Say something bad about somebody while texting and then realize, I just texted the person I'm talking badly about.
Done that?
It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
We have a guy who works in this building, and his first name is Matt, and we have a regular P1 emailer.
Mm-hmm.
His first name is Matt, and I can't tell you how many times I've sent Matt a business email.
Yes.
And the listener writes back, "Don't think this is for me, champ."
That's right. Yeah.
You're an idiot. Thankfully, it's nothing sensitive yet.
Right.
Yeah.
But when if you're talking bad.
Did you hear Kelly today? He bombed another one.
He is so stupid.
The text is the worst, though.
It's instant.
Yeah, because a lot of times you're mad at something you've just read from another person, so you go to tell somebody else what they just did, and you end up texting them back.
No.
I've done it many times.
This son of a bitch thinks I'm going to buy him drinks.
It's so bad. That, and the other one, awkward one, was now I don't have this issue, to sext someone, but you sext the wrong person. You send them something sexually provocative, but it's accidentally the wrong person.
Not in my life.
Yeah, I'm not doing much of that these days.
I don't sext.
Are your nudes out there, Biggie?
No, I never sent any. If I took nudes, they were just so I could see it.
Just for me. Me too.
See if any discoloration has appeared.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of nudes, but they're only for my pleasure. And
they say as you get older, you got to check that area for signs of skin changes and color changes to make sure you're getting proper circulation.
A few times I've wanted to sext my wife. I'll be at home, she'll be out somewhere, and I might take a picture of arousal and say, "Look what's waiting for you when you get home." I've never done it. And she has told me in no uncertain terms,
never do that.
Don't you ever do that to me. I never, ever want to see that.
Does your wife have this thing? Because my wife is she's in a high-powered business environment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the three of us, when we get a text message, the message pops up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The bubble would pop up on your screen.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
My wife, hers is set to simply, hers says, "You've received a message."
Oh, really?
That way, if she's in a boardroom or, in an executive's office, your dong pic doesn't show up.
That's
or
smart.
Something sensitive.
That's very smart.
Because my dong
Or like
pic,
me sending her a cat picture.
if I set my wife a dong pic, it would go right
dong.
to the front. Full dong.
She does not have it set to
she doesn't.
screen.
My I had that all in my head one day. I was just sitting there hoping she'd come home, with no kids around. It's like, oh yeah, I'm Randy, I'm feeling it. And I was thinking I'll sext her a picture of myself and say, "Look what's waiting for you when you get home." And I had it all ready to go, but then I decided no. And I told her later, I almost did that, and she said, "Don't you ever do that. That will be the worst."
So now you just send her pictures of wine bottles. Look what's waiting for you
when you get home. That's right. That's how you do it. We had a guy once. It's awkward texting or sexting. Go ahead, sir.
I was sitting there playing on my girlfriend's phone, and so I decided to change my contact name to Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And so she got used to it for a couple of weeks. And, so she was sending me some explicit stuff, or she was going to text me some explicit stuff. She was going to come over. We were going to get weird. And she ended up sending that to her actual father, who was also in her phone as Dad.
What did her father say to her? How did he address this?
I just kind of hid. I'm relatively scared of her father.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I could tell, she got a earful.
What age are we talking here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm 23. She's 20.
Okay.
Okay. It's pretty hot.
So, I mean,
it's pretty hot.
I think I am. Thank you.
Titillation Tuesday. It's Titillation Tuesday. You know, that got me going. You know, I like that.
Call me daddy.
I like that daddy thing. You know, my wife has also said, I've said to her occasionally, call me daddy. You can imagine we're in the throes of
Well,
pain.
I mean, it's the first word out of your mouth when you come home.
Yeah.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. Daddy's home. She won't ever do that either. She will never, ever call me daddy. Anonymous, you're talking about sending the wrong text. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I woke up one day last week and picked up my work phone and realized that I had a ton of frantic messages from a coworker telling me that they were so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I scrolled up to realize he had accidentally sent me a D-pic on my work phone at 2 a.m.
Dang.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
A work phone, too.
Now, how did you handle this situation?
I was absolutely stunned for quite a while, and then I sent the photo to my friends in the group chat, and we clowned him for hours.
Oh.
So it's not even impressive.
I was going to say.
Not even a little bit. Now, I'm a lesbian, so I didn't have a lot of an opinion, but they had lots of opinions, and they were not impressed.
Okay.
That's the worst.
Man, not only do you send it to the wrong person, then you get clowned later by people who don't appreciate it. Man, thanks, Anonymous. I'm sorry that happened to you. It happens. These are awkward things. Another Anonymous on the line talking about sending the wrong text. Go ahead, yes.
Yes, sir. So I'm in Lee County, and I'm a veterinarian, and I went through a bad divorce about 10 years ago. My ex-wife grabbed my phone, my work phone, and most of my clients happen to be women, and it's always been professional, but she grabbed my work phone, locked herself in the bathroom, and started texting all my female clients, hey, baby, what's going on? Like, just to see what their reaction was.
Uh-huh.
And I was messing around on her. And so I had to deal with that with them, plus I also had to deal with that with their husbands.
Oh, my God. That's awful.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
And think about it. If you're the recipient of this anonymous text, and he says it wasn't me, it was my ex-wife, it's kind of far-fetched.
I know. Do you believe it? You have to go through all that. You have to.
She's that Craig.
Man, you had to go through all that, Anonymous. I'm sorry. That's
Did you
brutal.
save your business?
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's all good now. So.
Good.
Okay.
Good. That is. Yeah. That's a vindictive woman. Thanks, Anonymous. Appreciate it. I mean, she really went to to quite a level there to knock him out. Kirk, you're talking about sending the wrong person a text. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was in the middle of a spicy text to my girlfriend at the time, and my mom texted me in the middle of it, and I didn't notice.
Yep.
And I accidentally sent my mom a picture of my Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I get a text back that says, your father's is bigger. You need to watch who you send text messages to.
Wow.
Love you, dumbass.
Well played.
Man. Woo. She nailed you. Your father's is bigger. Ouch. That hurts.
Mother.
Thank you, Kirk. Must say, that was pretty well played
handled.
by the mother.
Yeah.
That is a great story. Donnie, again, awkward moments. You sent the wrong text. Go ahead.
My brother-in-law accidentally texted his wife a message he was texting to his girlfriend and told her that he loved her.
Oh.
And they were going to get a car worked on, and when they pulled up to the shop, he was in his and she was in hers. He got out, walked up to her car, and she just stood up and punched him in the face.
Right in the face.
Yeah.
Well,
Right in the face.
I mean, deserved, when that happens. Man,
You
Donnie.
love her.
Man, Donnie, thank you. You got to be very, very careful on these things. I make it a point not to send nudes. I just don't,
Yeah, but you're also on Facebook a lot right now, and I'm worried that you're going to before and after one of your
One of my
fig
nudes.
leaf pictures by
It's
accident.
possible. I could make the fig leaf picture and after because it suggests
Yeah.
pictures, you know, for your before and after.
Man, I don't know how you got to that screen. I've been on Facebook a while. I have never had that pop up. Hey, man, you want to pop up? Here's you in your ugly past.
Yeah. What a pop. Maybe
You
because
want to update?
maybe it's because you were never ugly.
You still ugly? You want to update?
You want to update your thing? You want to do the ugly thing?